Welcome back to the news. The Colombo High Court issued an order today to detain a ship which imported substandard fuel to the island. The order was issued after court considered a petition filed by the Lanka Indian Oil Corporation.
The ship carrying a cargo of diesel and petrol imported by Lanka IOC arrived at the Colombo harbour on the 8th of February. However, Ceylon Petroleum Storage Terminal Limited revealed that the stock of diesel was substandard. Accordingly, permission was not granted to unload the stock of diesel. The ship was subsequently taken to Trincomalee. From the beginning, we have said why this is happening. The reason is the absence of a regulator. Thereby, the report should not be accepted because the proper procedures were not followed and it was not subject to testing at our two main laboratories. It was then taken to China Bay and a report that was biased towards IOC was issued, allowing them to unload the fuel. 10,000 metric tons of petrol were unloaded in Colombo, and when they tried to unload 16,000 tons in Trincomalee, lab technicians there have said that it is substandard. How was that a part of this stock of petrol was of a proper standard when unloaded in Colombo? This corruption is taking place because of the officers in the board of directors appointed without approval who obtain a monthly wage of 500,000. We thought that the substandard oil trade would cease with the appointment of a new petroleum industries minister. Subodh Dakwale, the chairman of Lanka IOC, spoke exclusively to News First about the substandard fuel controversy.
If the supplier said that we have sent you a correct fuel, and if I am not receiving the correct fuel over here, the fault lies somewhere in between, isn't it? The fault lies through the carrier. And whatever will be the causes for that fault, they are at fault. This is the same ship which had brought 27,000 metric ton of petrol and around 7,000 ton of diesel. Exact quantity I am not talking about, around 7,000 ton of diesel. The diesel was found to be off-spec. First it was to be discharged at Colombo, then it was to be discharged at Trincomalee. Part was to be discharged at Trincomalee. This is how normally we bring our product. So as a routine, when we brought it to the Colombo, as a routine, we got the same tested. This is a procedure, normal procedure. Before we unload, we must know that we are unloading the right quantity. It was good that before unloading, we detected that it is not a right quantity in diesel. So diesel, we stopped that we will not be taking the diesel. Petrol was a good quantity which was certified by the lab of CPC as well as CPSTL, which is an independent agency for us, and that's how part of the petrol was unloaded here. Now, having unloaded part here, the part balance was also to be unloaded at Trincomalee. So that's how the ship went to the Trincomalee. So Honorable Minister ordered that the sample should be brought from Trincomalee and got tested in CPC lab here. So product was brought here, tested at CPC lab, and only after it was confirmed that the product is meeting the specification by CPC lab again. This was released. So that is, the petrol was decanted fully. After decantation of the petrol, we got the arrest warrant for the ship because we had to secure our claims on various incidental expenditures that might have occurred in these things.